Should you visit Jakarta? Yeah, the people are really cool. I just had like really good encounters with all the people. They're really smiley and friendly, nice. Man, these courtyards are pretty cool too. Like, the streets are kind of messy, but then actually you can see a lot of people have these fences and courtyards. So they have their big yard and a decent sized house, and they get to be in a big city like Jakarta. Go check out the road. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. Okay, we're in Kemang, South Jakarta. I'm walking through a residential area in this area, and we're going to the residential areas are pretty cool. I like the kind of housing around here. So we're gonna walk all the way down to this main street. We're just gonna walk through some things and kind of check out. And there's an Indonesian flag. That's kind of cool. Chickens, Indonesian flag. So yeah, the houses are really cool in here. So I feel like people have kind of interesting houses everywhere in Jakarta. This one has chickens everywhere. There's like some chickens here, some chickens there. Little birds here. It's actually a really beautiful place. Like Jakarta, like when you're in the main roads trying to get from A to B, it's like a little bit messy. But then when you're actually like walking through these kind of areas, it's pretty cool. We're gonna see if we have a way to get through here though. I'm not really sure if we will. The last video I talked about safety, talked a little about coronavirus. I also talked about the taxis. How about this one? Should you visit Jakarta? Oh, looks like we're gonna come to a dead-end street right here. So should you come and visit Jakarta? I would say yes. Looks like we have to go back the same way. There's no other way about this. Look how cool these houses are. So you could have a house and just like live up top. Man, they're really cool. And there's all these condos up there too. The negative, this has a lot of beautiful birds. Oh. The negative is that I think, should you visit Jakarta, it's tough because I think there's a lot of cities in Indonesia that are more easier to see and experience. Jakarta is a little bit tough to experience. I went to Kota Tua and walked around, and it was interesting because you get to experience Jakarta through it. So I wouldn't say oh, you should come to Indonesia to experience that. But if you're in Jakarta, you should experience that because there's not a whole lot other to see. Hello. Hello. But I will say people are really friendly. So we're gonna walk. Gonna walk a little bit. Oops. Yeah, actually, I had an experience where somebody was like, they said, "Oh, I think you might be Indonesian on the inside because you're smiling like an Indonesian person would," because they were making me laugh because they're kind of funny and they're easy. Their English is easy to speak to, nice pronunciation. So I would say, like, people-wise, this is a great place to visit. Oh, look how cool this architecture is too. So actually, like, I've been thinking about that since I've been here. Have I seen enough of the city? I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure. It's so big. Like, there's so much that I haven't really seen, so I don't really feel like I've known it. And I think it might take a long time to get to know. But the little bit that I can get to know, it's pretty interesting. Like, there's some, when I go inside establishments, they're actually quite, hello. Oh, you got drinks? Terima kasih. Thank you. But yeah, really, so they invited me over, right? So it's kind of cool. Because they're all drinking coffee, I think, and tea. So, yeah. Yeah, somewhere else they'd be like, okay, where you go, mister? $100, But they're just like so kind. Yeah, actually, I noticed people like having the video on them too. So, anyways, I feel like Jakarta is not an easy city to visit as a tourist. Like, it's a little bit challenging, and I think think the way that the city is set up, you know, like you can kind of see like these sidewalks. It's not really that, you know, like this is a little bit not so interesting to walk. So even on this camera, it's like, I don't know, like, is the viewer really seeing much? You know, I'm not really walking by people, but I'll see people like that on the side. That's a totally different thing. But the people themselves are great. Like just how friendly those people were, and you know, people say hi, and their English is not everybody speaks English. I've definitely noticed that. Some of them don't speak English at all, but they have a good opportunity to, because English and Indonesian, you know, has a similar commonalities that make it way easier than somebody from, you know, Japan or Korea or China, or a tonal language, or Thailand. You know, like I feel like here they have a pretty good, they can easily read the English easily and pick up the words, just like I can pick up a lot of the Indonesian words because I can see it, and I can see things like bus. I think it's going to stop, I think, because I keep seeing it. Trans Jakarta, I think, is probably the name of the bus, I think. I'm not sure, but that's just intuitiveness. You know, if I was in any other country, that intuitiveness would be gone, right? But here I can see like, okay, that bus and then that whatever that word was, it's probably a bus stop. And I can just intuitively make that guess because, you know, I keep seeing those together. And you can't do that in other languages, right? Like Thai, I could see like bus stop all day in Thailand, but I don't know, I can't read it, so. Let's take a picture of this one. Hello. I like this one, it's cool. I like that, it's pretty cool. I guess this is a tattoo shop. So. This one? Oh, you got another one. Alright. Vampira. That's cool. Terima kasih. Sama-sama. So, yeah, see? Actually, the people are so cool here, so I really like them. Actually, when I'm in other places, actually, Philippines people are always getting in front of the camera and saying hi and waving and saying hello. It's kind of cool. They don't do that in, if I was in a Western country, you know, it's like a little bit imposing and people might say something, you know, like, what do you know, they'll say something, kind of expecting it. I don't know what they'll say. I kind of assume they're going to say something negative, but sometimes they don't. Or they'll make fun of it or whatever. And if I film in Macau, people don't really notice. They just kind of let me, I'm just like, ah, he's a tourist. Even though I live there, I live in Asia. But everywhere it's a little bit different. But here I notice that people will smile and really enjoy it. So okay, so do you visit Jakarta? Yes, you should. For the people. Just the people themselves make the city really interesting. I think I want to come back and get to know it more. I do think there's other cities that are probably better to see, like Jakarta, Surakarta, other cities in Java. Jakarta itself is, I notice a lot of shopping malls, a lot of really nice big shopping malls. And when you're in them, they're quite pleasant actually, very pleasant. But nobody travels to go to a shopping mall, so it's actually, that stuff is better for people that live here, like expats, to have, you know, their air conditioning and things like that. And I have went into some of the bars, just kind of walked in and out of different stuff, kind of seeing what's inside, and they have really cool decor, really nice settings, with a lot of really good live music, a lot of amazing musicians here. And probably Jakarta attracts them. So I guess if I was going to say, would you like to visit Jakarta? It's definitely worth visiting. If you're into tourist stuff, I would say there's other stuff that's better, or cultural stuff, there's other stuff that's better. But if you are like me, I like the energy of big cities, I like all the creativeness that comes into them, and you know, the fact that everybody that's trying to do something in that city, in that country, is usually living in the big capital city. So if you like those kinds of things, then this would definitely be a place that you would want to see. But I think anybody that might be the kind of person who would visit and see the Jakarta one anyway. So, anyways, those are some reflections. So if you're a person that's thinking about it, that might be something that you might think about, is some of the stuff, and maybe maybe intuitively you've already come up to the same conclusions that I have, that that you're into, you know, seeing what a capital city looks like. You like places with nice, friendly people that are, you know, smiling and kind of nice, very nice to be around. And then I think you might decide, okay, Jakarta is something I want to do. One kind of person I think seems to enjoy this kind of place is people that are people-oriented, and people that maybe they work from home a lot, so they're not really trying to do tourist things, they're just trying to find a place to live that's maybe cheap, like digital nomads. If I was a digital nomad, I think I would strongly consider a city like this, because I could have some pretty nice places to stay. There's a mosque right there. And you know, you have, like, when you're inside places, they're pretty nice air conditioning and things like that. So okay, so I'm going to be going into this Grand Kemang, as the locals say, Kemang. Americans say Kemang. So I'm going to be going into that one because I'm staying there. So anyways, yes, you should visit Jakarta.